Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Hager number 726 Brown. This is a press-on silicone roll of weather stripping. Very typical sort of material that you're going to see used in smoke control, rated openings. This material is a very typical teardrop shape from Hager. Their 726 is synonymous with the fact that it's a teardrop shape silicone. The brown is obviously the color. It's available in charcoal, which is even darker than this. And then it's likely available in, well, it is certainly available in tan as well, which would complement a lot of, medium brownish sorts of tones. It's also available in white. So those are the finishes. This happens to be an 18-foot roll and available in the common roll length, 17, 18 feet, 20, 21, 22, 25 feet, 260-foot and 520-foot rolls. If you have a lot of doors to do, you'll definitely want to order just a single larger roll. It will work out to be marginally less expensive. Now, dimensionally, this item is 1/2 inch wide. And then it's uncompressed, it's a 1/4 inch. Okay, self-adhesive back, press-on silicone weather strip smoke seal. It's just self-adhesive. Made of silicone, so it's going to be durable. UL listed, sound rated. There is a link, a few links below this video. Let's look at the link called Product Info first. The link to the product info is really a catalog cut sheet, and it allows you to refer to this item and an overview of the weather stripping offering by Hager. Or of a catalog cut sheet. You can view in one consolidated sort of viewpoint all of the manufacturers offering in the realm of weather stripping. Moving on to the product brochure, that is a bit more specific to the material. The product brochure is a cut sheet only showing really this item and its direct sister products, items that are going to be extremely common and popular. The 726 is by far the most common in terms of its wall thickness of material, in terms of its profile, and the 1/2 by 1/4 inch dimension. Absolutely the most common. Now there's variations on that. A batwing style, other, fin type, angle type, just simply flat press-on material, etc. The 726 is the one that's most common. You'll see it in hotels. Doors that are in corridors, doors to the suite or rooms themselves. Those are smoke control doors. They have to be compliant with smoke control listings. Now, moving on to the last link, installation instructions is what those are called. Installing this material is quite frankly very straightforward and simple. However, patience and a little bit of practice will set apart a marginal quality installation to one that's excellent. So let's go through the installation instructions at this time. That link is going to basically show the cardboard backer that comes with the packaging, both sides of it, and we'll go over it now. Really the front of this is more of just a general summary. So jumping right to page 2 of the installation instructions. Step 1, instructions. Pre-cut the jamb and header pieces to fit before installation. Do not install as a continuous roll. So what they're saying is don't run this material up into the corner and down. Cut your header, cut your jambs, miter them even with utility shears so that you get a proper sort of installation on the inside corners. If you ran it continuous, it'd be a point of failure and it would break down. It wouldn't stay installed. I like to start with the header because that top joint to me is more critical to get accurate. Do my head and then run the jambs down, and at the bottom I will have it pre-cut as close as possible and then trim anything if necessary. Step 2, remove the protective backing 18 to 24 inch at a time while you position the gasketing, keeping the adhesive free from foreign substances. Couple of things there. First of all, foreign substances. It is so crucial that the frame be completely clean, completely free of any dust and debris, that they include an alcohol pad. It's that critical. If the frame has been recently painted, make sure that the paint is cured by at least a week's time. Any sort of dust or debris on the frame will result in a failure of the installation. You'll come back the next day and part of it will no longer be attached. It's so critical that, again, they include that white alcohol pad. They say 18 to 24 inch at a time. I like working with a little bit shorter lengths because I don't want to unintentionally get my installation a little bit wavy, and I don't want to have so much exposed that I unintentionally bump the material onto the frame and then have to pull it off. That would be bad. Step 3, apply to the frame in short sections by pressing firmly into place. Do not stretch product during installation. If a pre-cut length is too long, stretching has occurred. Remove and reset. So, first of all, when you're installing it, only push onto the frame. Don't try to pull it down like that. Just push straight. Don't stretch it. If you've pre-cut your pieces as it's suggested and they're too long, then you've stretched it. What's going to happen is that material is going to want to come back to its natural sort of elasticity. It's going to degrade the adhesive's ability to keep it attached. You'll find a failure. So just push it on. If an error is made during initial application, resetting is possible. I'm not a fan of that. You should get it as accurate as possible the first time. If you do have to reset, make sure you get a lot of pressure holding that material on for an extended period of time. Once installed, apply firm pressure along the entire surface of the product to ensure a secure bond. Now, the diagram below, you can see where you are in relationship to the installation. Obviously, cutting a miter is going to be difficult at the latch and head jamb based on how you'll likely install the headpiece, but you'll be able to get it, you should be able to get a continuous run on the inside of the header. For best results, frame temperatures during installation should be between 50 and 100 degree Fahrenheit. That's really important. Too cold, it's just, if you're trying to install this in a frame that's exposed to freezing temperature, it's not going to work. Paint on the frame must be cured for 7 days. If paint is wet under the dry surface, it will cause adhesion problems. Avoid quick dry primers that leave a powdery surface. That's crucial. If applying to a wood frame, the surface must be sealed prior to application of the press-on product. High gloss paint surfaces may require roughening of the surface with a Scotch, bright pad, or sandpaper for adhesive to properly bond. So they're saying give it some surface area, give it some texture for the adhesive to bite into. I've never installed this onto a wood frame. I'm usually installing it where code compliance is required, but also installing it, well, we'll talk about other applications after we get through the rest of the best results. Note, some compounds such as antibacterial, antifungal, or silicone additives in paint may prevent sufficient adhesion. Very firm pressure when applying. This is one of the most important aspects to ensuring a secure bond. Check adhesion before leaving the job site overnight. If gasketing has separated from the frame, press it on, put it back in place. Complete curing reached in 24 hours. It may require replacement if dust has affected adhesive. You might, if the frame's not clean, you come back the next day, you're probably going to have to start from scratch. Now, where this material is installed, again, it's got those openings like a hotel where you've got to have smoke control. Now, I've used this material with great success in augmenting an existing weather stripping application. A shop separated by a demising wall, a showroom, shop labor going on in the back, showroom in the front. I've installed this material onto that doorway in addition to standard weather stripping as a way to retard the transmission of dust. I can see the dust pattern on the frame, how this material, quite frankly, just blocks it out. It's inexpensive, it's relatively easy to install, and after you do the first one, you'll be an expert at it. And for the value that you get out of what this material costs, it's really a no-brainer in terms of using it outside of what it's typically used for. Hager is a full-line manufacturer of all things weather stripping related, not only smoke and draft control material, but thresholds, door sweeps, perimeter gasketing. Material made of aluminum, stainless steel, architectural bronze. But it's not only weather stripping, it's trim and auxiliary hardware, lock sets, exit devices, door closers. But it's their namesake, Hager Hinge. That's what they're most known for. A comprehensive offering of architectural hinges, along with residential hinges as well. If you have any questions on the Hager 726 Brown roll of self-adhesive gasketing or any other Hager product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.